Hello world, hello world, hello my dear YouTubers. Welcome to my channel, and I'm Natalia, your personal tour guide in Minsk. The weather is so wonderful today, and actually the sun is so bright I cannot take my glasses off. And this video is for you, for those of you who want to explore Minsk and who want to feel the city better. I'm gonna show you an interesting place which is close by Independence Square, and you know that the best way to explore the city is to book a tour guide. I'm always at your service, by the way, but I know that there are many of you who want to do it by yourselves. Maybe my travel tips will be helpful for you in the future, who knows. Let's start, but before, please hit the bottom like and subscribe to my channel. Go! So we are leaving Independence Square. Well, let's see what we can find here. And here is building of constructivist style. I'm paying attention to this building because in back days, the days of Soviet Union, it was quite an interesting building from today's perspective. So what was that? Factory kitchen. Have you heard anything about that? So factory kitchen was a kind of a food processing factory, the main task of which was to feed our society in the beginning of 20th century. So it was quite popular place at the time. But let's go and see what's there inside today. Are you with me?
This building of the factory kitchen was erected in 1936. The opening of such factory kitchens in the cities of Soviet Union was a turning point in the history. Exactly at that time, the culture of public catering was born. The ideologies of socialism strongly recommended people to change family foundations, traditions, and become more socialized, having food in such establishments. The hall of the restaurant, decorated with columns, government officials from the House of Government used to dine here. Banquets and parties were often held by Soviets in the evenings. Of course, this building was renovated a few times, and today it is opened as a new one. And entering the building on the right, here on the right, you can find this small exhibition devoted to that time when here was a factory kitchen. So here at this tiny exhibition we can dive into the atmosphere of Soviet Union, and we can see some motivating posters. Factory kitchen gives a worker cheap, healthy food, saves his strength and labor money. Down with kitchen slavery, viva public catering. Factory kitchen frees a worker from home cooking. Also, the mission of this factory was to free Belarusian women from their kitchen slavery. It was planned that at Minsk factory kitchen, the meals would be cooked and delivered to factories, enterprises and organizations. The factory kitchen was able to feed several thousand people a day. There was a daily delivering breakfast to all schools in Minsk, even by branded cars. Let's see what else we can find here. Let's go to the third floor.
So here on the third floor there is a restaurant number 1, as they say, or a restaurant called Simple, and there is a terrace. Let's go over there. The terrace. Wow, Sometimes I'm taking my guests over here when we are tired, need any break to grab a cup of coffee or to stay here while it's raining outside. And by the way, hello my guests who visited Minsk this summer, and I'm waiting my guests from the future. Now we are on the third floor of this building, former factory kitchen. You already know about it. And look what a lovely terrace we have over here. This is a part of this restaurant symbol. On the third floor, one terrace is the view to Red Cathedral, another one with a view to, you won't believe, but this is the view to our central prison. We call it Belarusian Bastille. And this prison looks like a castle. I will show it to you right now. Look at this. The castle is in the middle. Pishalovsky Castle was erected here in the beginning of 19th century as a prison, and for 2 centuries thousands of prisoners were held over there. Can you imagine that they were revolutionists, poets, troublemakers, of course, political prisoners, and no one even could escape from this castle. That's why maybe we call it Belarusian Bastille. And during the period of Stalin repressions, in the basement of this castle, our Belarusian intellectuals were shot, unfortunately, and then they were buried in the place called Kuropatty, close by Minsk center. Today this castle is not functioning because you can see that conditions of the walls and in general are not good, and prisoners are still kept in this area, but in the buildings which are more modern, you can see. And today we have this central prison still functioning in Minsk. And castle maybe will be renovated, maybe there will be a museum opened in the future, who knows. So once you are in Minsk, in the area of Independence Square, you can come to this place, to this building of factory kitchen, maybe to this restaurant, because the entrance to these terraces will be opened even during the winter. Of course, there won't be any tables outside, but anyway, you will have a beautiful view to the Red Cathedral, and you can come to this balcony to see Belarusian prison. Well, I hope my travel tips will be helpful for you in the future. And don't forget to share the link of my channel with your friends, with those who are really interested in coming to Belarus, in exploring Minsk. And of course, if you want to support my channel, don't forget about this option. You can buy me a cup of coffee with croissant by sending donations through the links below this video. It will help me a lot to develop my channel for the future. Thank you.